Now, joining us in the studio is a former foreign professional football player and double Guinness World Record holder in freestyling, Harrison Chinedu. He is the first man to walk a distance of 48 kilometers, balancing the ball on his head. Chinedu also cycled a distance of 103 kilometers with the ball on his head. Glad to have you join us, Chinedu.
Thank you, Sporting Solo.
All right, I can see you already have the ball balanced on your head already. Yeah. First thing, I understand you are trying to set a new record. Why do you have 2 records already? Why do you want to set another record?
This record is to double-headed the record in one day. You know, the 2 records came in different days, but today, this particular one, I just want to have it in one day. So it makes it different.
What exactly drives you to want to set a record? What inspires you?
Yeah, you know, record is all about doing a passionate things and things undone before. So nobody has done this before, to set a 2 Guinness World Record in one day. So that's the motivation.
Exactly how do you intend to set this record? You want to walk and you want to cycle. Exactly how do you want to do that?
The first to start is to walk with the ball on the head for, you know, to set the record. Then at the finishing point, then I will climb the bicycle down to where I started, from the starting point.
Well, that will be a distance of how many kilometers then?
Yeah, the kilometers, because what I'm targeting is to break 49.04 kilometers, so on walking. So on the bicycle, I'm expecting to break 13 kilometers, which I have set it before. So now I will walk at 55.6 kilometers for walking, then ride back at the same point.
Is there anything in that ball on your head? Because it just stands there and it's not moving. Maybe some people won't believe that you are actually able to do this.
No, you know, on fashion side, I see football as a cap. You know, it's not magneted with anything.
Can you move it off your head? Can you remove it?
Yeah.
And then put it back, let's say, and then it just stands there. That's interesting.
It's just like a cap to me.
What's the preparation like whenever you try to do this? How do you prepare to do this? The training regimen? How are you able to do this?
Yeah, one, you have to have a good dieting and a good rest, good training, and you know, being focused as well.
One thing I do understand that it's difficult for you to combine professional football and this sort of freestyling thing because of the trainings involved. You play professional football outside the country. Maybe this is the reason, maybe your energy is more on this than playing soccer, and that's why you didn't achieve so much playing soccer.
Wow, yeah, you know, I can say combining the 2, at least I get up to 50% in each of them. So you can see I have a pass mark on them. So playing professional football abroad give me more exposure, and you know, getting to know about soccer freestyling and balancing football on the head also give me another global exposure too.
Well, we'll be looking forward to when you create this record. But let's talk about the Super Eagles. Nigeria has invited players, a relatively young team. The last time Nigeria invited this number of young players to the Super Eagles, Nigeria lost last year for the first time to South Africa. Would you be worried with 3 new faces in the Nigerian team, previously on cap, in a relatively young team like this again?
First of all, I would like to comment on the coach's idea of releasing the list on time, at least 3 weeks before the friendly match. So it's quite a good recommendation for him. So inviting new players coupled with the old players will make it a glamorous thing, and it will strengthen the team more, and give them more strength to do more than expected, because during the World Cup we expected more than what we saw in their performances. But this time, releasing the list on time, I believe it will give them more more strengths.
Well, Nigeria lost to South Africa last year in this Nations Cup qualifier, but then, thankfully, now 2 teams will qualify for this championship for the Nations Cup next year. Before it was 1. But do you think Nigeria can beat Seychelles away? If Nigeria could not beat South Africa in Uyo, do you think Nigeria can beat Seychelles away?
By my own perspective, I believe they can beat, because in absence of Wankale at the World Cup, it affected the team. Okay, so I believe they will beat the opponent team coming up on the 8th of September. So I strongly believe they will beat them.
Then the coach of the Super Eagles. The Super Eagles, since the National Stadium has been out of use, the Super Eagles have played in Kano, the Super Eagles have played in Kaduna, the Super Eagles have played in Calabar, the Super Eagles have played in Uyo, Port Harcourt, in Abuja, and the coach is now saying, look, we need a permanent place. The next home game will be against Libya, and it will be played in Kaduna. This is a Nigerian team. It should be comfortable anywhere in the country. Do you agree that Super Eagles needs a particular place to play?
Yes, I agree, because since Nigeria left Lagos State National Stadium, Surulere, Lagos, so they have been playing their matches without having a particular home base, pitch. But requesting for a permanent pitch is a nice move, and it will make the team, or the footballers, to master the playing ground, because some of them, even like going from Kano, Kaduna, Uyo, Calabar, they see it as they are foreigners to the pitch. But having a particular pitch for them to train, master the team, it will give them more height in success.
But I'm a bit curious, since they left Lagos, it's not that the Eagles have performed badly. Has that really affected performance? If the coach is insisting on a home ground, a permanent home ground, playing in different parts of the country and allowing different Nigerians everywhere to see the Super, has that affected performance?
Yes, I believe it has affected, because he is speaking from a professional perspective, because even in London, or in London, they have their own permanent pitch. So having a permanent pitch in Nigeria for Super Eagles, I believe it will give them that uniform and united mind to play and to have a good result.
Well, it's amazing that you have to say all of this with the ball on your head. Interesting there. Well, we've been speaking with Harrison Chinedu, the man who holds 2 Guinness World Records, balancing the ball on his head, walking 48 kilometers, and then cycling with the ball, still balanced on his head, 103 kilometers. And he intends to set a new mark with walking and cycling in one day. Who does that? Well, he's also spoken about the Super Eagles, the call for a permanent home ground by Coach Kenneth Raw. What do you think? You can follow us on Twitter and on our website. The Breakfast Show is here. Solomon Ajuzogo, Mike, and Ngozi are still here.
You can do that.
I'll try. Okay, I don't have anything
especially
on my
with
head.
this gorimapa.
Yeah, just help to put that on my head.
Don't even
Well,
try.
it's really interesting.
Yeah,
Now,
really.
the point is, when